Hello, Amanda's by the Sea. Oh, no. I'm terribly sorry, sir, but our dining room is totally booked for Saturday. My mother's getting married. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that does sound pretty funny, a grown man saying his mother's getting married. But no. Yeah, don't get the wrong idea. This is her second marriage. She's marrying my uncle. Yeah, my dad died about 2 years ago very suddenly. But my uncle, who was in Africa at the time, couldn't make it to the funeral because he got the letter too late. Hello? Sir? Hello?
Well, here's the mock-up of the cake I'm making for the wedding. What do you think?
Oh, Earl, it's great. Well, wait a second. Why are the bride and groom bent over like that? Earl, those are two bowlers. Well, you just can't have bowlers on a wedding cake.
Well, the store was out of those little people in fancy clothes, so...
Yeah, well, you just can't have two bent-up people on a wedding cake.
Well, don't worry. They'll probably straighten up when I bake it.
Oh, well, sisters, how was your golf game?
Heavenly. Hellish. May we have some tea?
Right in the dining room.
Honestly, Sister Nicoletta, the language you use on the golf course. What possessed you to join the order? I was a big fan of the Flying Nun.
Hear ye, with this magic piece of paper. Zachary Desmond Cartwright and Amanda Wilkerson Cartwright will soon be one Cartwright.
The secret is out. I am only marrying this man because I won't have to change the monogram on my towel.
So where are you two going on the honeymoon?
Yeah, where? Somewhere exotic, where romance flowers from sunrise to sunset and where the beauty of the scenery is only surpassed by the turbulence of the passions of the participants.
Oh, great. Room 301.
As a special favor, I have the chef throw away the devil's food cake. Smaller joke.
You'd be surprised how small.
Oh, Aldo, we'd like some coffee, please.
Coffee?
Good morning, Aldo.
Good morning, Mr. Boston. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, good.
Going?
Oh, you know, Zach, I really don't know why I let you talk me into having a big wedding.
Hey, lady, this is my first time. I deserve a big send-off, you know? Really, a person only gets married once.
Or twice. Or 112 times if you add up all the Gabors.
I promise you this won't get out of hand. You wanted the musicians from your wedding to Harry? I said, okay, fine, go right ahead.
Benny and the Moon Dreamers. I left a call for them. Oh, and I also left a call for the Reverend Flicker. He performed the ceremony.
Reverend? A minister?
Mm-hmm.
A man of the cloth?
Yes, unless you're talking polyester.
Amanda, I guess I should have told you this, but I'm really not very big on this religious stuff.
Oh, well, no, the Reverend Flicker is from a very contemporary church. They're just one step away from atheism.
I would prefer a civil ceremony.
You know, Zach, maybe we should have discussed a lot of things more completely. I mean, maybe we're rushing.
Mr. Boston, it's two men. One for you and one for you. Yours is a wiki-waki.
Leo! Well, Leo, how are you? Amanda, this is Leo Thornton. Judge Leo Thornton, an old and dear friend.
How do you do, Judge Thornton?
Please don't stand on ceremony. It's Leo, and I am so pleased that I'm to preside at your wedding.
Oh, wow. I thought I was doing it.
I beg your pardon. I'm Frank Flicker. Oh, that's all right.
Please, Tom. Now,
Actually, it's Reverend Flicker, but I've just been ordained, so I'm not really used to the title yet.
Reverend Flicker? Well, you're certainly not the Reverend Flicker who presided at my other marriage.
No, that was probably my grandfather.
Well, I was hoping that he'd like to do it again.
Yeah, I'm sure he would, but he's dead.
So sorry.
Oh, I became a minister because of him. You know, it's really weird. Just 2 weeks ago, I was just plain Frank Flicker. And now I'm Reverend Flicker. I can't get used to it. Reverend, wow.
Tell me, what would you like to be called?
Well, at the seminary, the guys all called me Klutzy.
Somehow the Right Reverend Klutzy doesn't seem appropriate. Second thought.
Please, I am quite capable. You know, last Saturday I performed 50 marriages.
That's a very heavy schedule.
It was a mass marriage for a motorcycle club.
Well, I really had something more formal in mind, unless, of course, Zach, you want to do this thing on skateboards.
No, I had figured on a traditional affair with Leo here, rattling off the legal jargon that makes us man and wife.
Rattling off the legal... You really have a romantic way with words.
Oh, come on, Mandy. Now, let's not get upset just because I don't want a lot of mumbo-jumbo said over us.
Some of that so-called mumbo-jumbo has been blessing the union of people for years.
You tell him, sister. I'm sure we can find some compromise.
I'm not asking for the moon. You wanted your band, and now you want your minister.
This is not my minister. My minister is dead. This is Ricky Schroeder with his collar on backwards.
Now, look, I realize I am...
No. Will you all excuse me, please?
Mandy.
Yeah, we'll talk later, Zach. I just want to be alone.
Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride.
Marty, will you do me a favor and go suck on a sock?
Amanda, we have to talk about our dresses.
Arlene, if you place any value on your life, you will not discuss dresses with me now.
All right, we'll just do the accessories. Actually, Amanda, I think you could wear white.
Oh.
After all, it is like starting over.
Arlene, there are some things that can't be recycled.
Well, I'm wearing this lavender chiffon. I hope our dresses don't clash.
No, the only clash you're going to hear is the one involving me and Zach.
Oh, I have a feeling things aren't going smoothly.
And they said Albert Einstein was bright.
You know, Amanda, I think it's traditional for people to have arguments before a wedding. Happened to Martin and me.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, we had a terrible fight. And look at us today, we're as happy as clams.
Well, wait a minute. What did you and Marty fight about?
Oh, just about coming here to live with you. See you later.
Oh. Yeah.
He said, another man to see you. He said, I don't want to set the world on fire.
Benny and the Moon Dreamers. Oh, thank God. Benny?
No, Barney.
Barney?
Yeah, Barney of Benny and the Moon Dreamers.
Where's Benny?
Benny bought it. You mean big bandstand in the sky? But I can do the wedding.
First the Reverend Flicker, now Benny, but the rest of the Moon Dreamers, they'll be here.
No, Bobby and Billy are with Benny.
You mean Benny, Barney, Billy, and Bobby are all dead?
No, ma'am. Just Benny, Bobby, and Billy. I'm Barney. I'm alive.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but wasn't there a girl singer with the group?
Betty.
And she's
Brooklyn. Retired. Now, I have all the songs that we played at your other wedding. I'll open with, I don't want to set the world on fire.
Whatever you say.
Okay, don't worry. I'll see you Saturday. Hot set roasting on the I have a wonderful idea.
So do I. The wedding is off.
No, not moose. Stag. It's a tradition. Mr. Mondi, well, say to me, it's American tradition that before marriage you act like animal.
And sometimes afterwards.
Mr. Mundy, would you please explain to our imported friend here what a stag is?
You see, Aldo, when a man gets married, a group of his closest friends get together to mark the sanctity of the rite of passage from bachelorhood to that of married man by having a scantily clad woman leap out of a cake.
Is a stag? Naked bingo jump out of cake?
Eloquently put.
In my country, it's called a presidential election.
Well, Mr. Cartwright, here you are on the edge of the so-called happiest day of your life, and you look as if you just said that E.F. Hutton is your broker, and nobody listened.
Another time, Mr. Mundy.
No, it's all right, Marty. They may as well know. Amanda's called off the wedding.
What? Well, he calls for a drink.
Aldo!
I mean, you could use a drink.
Damn good idea. Maybe we could all use one.
I'm not sure having a drink is going to make a bad situation better, but being a traditionalist, I'll join you.
Floyd was right. What do they want?
Women are just peculiar creatures. Remember when I was a boy, we had this little bear.
I'm not certain the analogy is that. You see, historically, women have always had a certain amount of misgivings about nuptials. And some, when the moment nears, even become semi-hysterical. And knowing your mother...
Ah, Mrs. We're just talking about your nuptials.
Jack, can we talk? I'd rather you heard it from me than the Playboy Advisory Committee.
Mrs. Please, tell us, sit down.
I would as soon be the only woman in a Turkish prison, which at the moment sounds rather attractive. Jack, let's go to my room. Oh, Jack, I'm so very sorry.
Me too. And the cake was all paid for.
The reason I just walked out and... I've just been walking for hours and thinking. And
It isn't going to be easy however you say it, so why not get straight to it?
the reason I can't marry you is Benny and the Moon Dreamers.
The band? Well, we'll hire someone else if they're lousy.
They're not lousy, they're dead.
All of them.
Except Barney. Billy, Benny, and Bobby are all dead. So is the Reverend Flicker.
Mandy, these things happen to everyone.
No, not to everyone, just to me. Do you realize that I am the only survivor of my wedding to Harry?
Mandy, sweet, scared Mandy. You're not the only one left from that wedding. There's Marty.
You know, Marty wasn't there.
I don't think. Well, I was there, and I am here, and you are here. And we are going to be here for a long time to come. I know there won't be another Marty, and I'm sorry about that.
Well, it has its compensations. It also means there won't be another Arlene. Oh, Jack, I guess I have just had a very heavy case of midlife crisis. Oh, but you are certainly taking it all in stride.
Oh, sure. Cool as ice, Zach Cartwright. Here. Better look at this. I've been carrying it around for about a week now. Read it and then do whatever you wish.
My very dear Amanda, when you read this, I will probably be on a plane headed for somewhere or other. It's a very strange thing for me to admit, but I'm frightened. All my life I've stayed on the move, never allowing myself to stay put, to sink in roots, and now the thought of committing myself to another person for the rest of my natural days has struck a note of terror in me. It's not that I don't love you, because I do. I love you very much, but perhaps it will be better this way, all my love for as long as I live, Zach.
Pretty cool, huh?
This is quite a letter. You know, it's pretty strange to discover that after I bared my soul to you, opened my heart, shared every intimate emotion that I have ever felt with you, that you've been harboring these feelings. Is this the kind of man you are?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's the kind of man I want. So get that gorgeous bod right down here now.
What are these chairs for?
Benny, Bobby, and Billy. They would have wanted it this way.
When does this start?
Oh, now, take it easy, Uncle Zach.
Hey, you know, Mr. Boss, in my country, when a man gets married, it's a big favorite thing we do. I would like to do it for you.
What's that?
Well, it's very spicy. See, first thing is important that man to be married have a strong heart.
I'm in grade A shape.
Oh, good. Because the second, he must be a man who have no shame. You see, we feel a top with the... Oh, I'll tell you later.
Amanda wants to see you. Oh, I always get so sentimental at weddings.
Oh, yeah, me too. What do you fill that tub with?
Yeah?
You wanted to see me?
No. Don't you know it's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding?
I saw you last night.
Yeah, but I have clothes on now.
Listen, you said you wanted to see me, and every time I see you, I fall in love with you all over again.
You do?
I do, yes.
Good, then sign this.
What is it?
Just a simple piece of paper with a few simple things on it that will simplify our lives.
Amanda, this is a pre-nuptial agreement?
Right, and this is the perfect time for it, just before the nuptials.
Man, now what do we need this for? I love you and you love me, and that covers it.
I know that, Zach, but there are some things that go beyond love.
Like what?
Real estate. Oh, Zach, look, you know I love you and you love me, and it's wonderful, and I want it to go on forever, but just in case something should happen, I want to be protected.
From what? From me? From the man who loves you, from the man who went out and spilled his blood for you?
Oh, come on, Zach. A Wasserman test is hardly the spilling of blood.
Look, Uncle Zach, will you two lovebirds hurry up? Everyone's going to leave if Barney plays another course of Mersey Oats. Come on.
Hear that? All right, listen, we'll settle this later. You better get downstairs or we'll start without you.
The words sound queer, funny to your ears. A little bit. Okay, here she comes. Hit it, Barney.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Zach, you do know that the hotel is not community property.
You got it. I'll sign.
And if anything happens to me, it goes to Marty.
Agreed. But let's get this over with first. And I'll sign. I don't want any surprises on our honeymoon.
Oh, I was hoping for a couple.
Andy, you're not giving time to the music.
Neither is Barney.
Amanda, listen now. If I take an engineering job, I expect you to come with me.
Oh, come on, Zach. I can't just drop everything and go God knows where at the drop of a hat. He wants me to go to the jungle.
Wouldn't I have a false do?
I'll go. Well, you've certainly covered all bases.
Well, it seemed the fair way to do it. You know, I believe a good relationship depends on a spirit of give and take.
Yes, and I get the Reverend Klutz from the Church of I Fall Down, Go Boom. Where are we going for the honeymoon? Kowalski's Bolodrome? Did you see those two bent-up people?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here for a very lovely moment.
I sure hope so. I mean, I really hope that nothing goes wrong.
I will represent the civil aspects of this ceremony.
And I am here to speak for God.
Who I am certain has his fingers crossed.
Commander, before this goes any further, I want to sign this agreement. I don't want any problems. You know, all I care about is your happiness. Leo, do you have a pen?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Reverend Klutz, do you have a Crayola?
No, but I do have a pen.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
May I? Well, now that the divorce settlement is finished, do you think we can get on with the wedding? I'll be over to get that later.
Do you, Zachary Desmond Cartwright, take this woman, Amanda Wilkerson Cartwright, to be your lawful wedded wife, to love, honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, for better or for worse, till death do you part?
I do.
And do you, Amanda Wilkerson Cartwright, take this man,
Zachary Desmond Cartwright.
Zachary Desmond Cartwright, thanks. I was okay up till there, right? Zachary Desmond Cartwright, to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love, honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, for better or for worse, till death do you part. I got it all!
I'll take the whole package.
Then by the power vested in me by the state of California, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
This is my favorite part.
Thank you.
Go for it, Kate.